season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Noles will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Pulled and finds his man on the left. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw. It's Leon. Quarterback floating away from pressure. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. And he's scrambling on that play. And there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves. But that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run, and this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got the tight end. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. That sends a message that this offense is going to attack downfield.
And I like this offense coming out being aggressive, attacking the middle of the field right away, way down the field on this first drive, just letting this defense know we're coming to score points.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And the Dogs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
Let's go! Let's go!
They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for them. Defenses, they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Got his man on the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games. These fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run from the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. They reached a national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason to be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate and hold the trophy. And you were new additions, new faces, but this squad is hungry.
Their roster, and they isolated the positions that they felt they needed to get better at, and they addressed that in high school recruiting and the portal. I'm expecting big things from...
Turning it on! The 40! The 20! He's at the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida State!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Give to the big fullback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Sometimes you try to fool the defense with the fullback. Not fooled there.
Well, you better block them. Goodness gracious, that's supposed to be a quick hitter, get me a few short yards, and there was nowhere to hit it. They just got hit in the backfield and brought the big fella down quickly.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll run play action, using his feet to buy time. Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Leon. Finds his tight end. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. The play action fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. It's complete to the left. Got enough space. Touchdown, Georgia. Ball that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? The Hawkeyes have been hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 7 over Washington State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. To the air. It's Sperry. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking left. Got him downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
And the Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Headed outside for the line. It's Overton. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Scanning the field is Leon. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Now on the return. He's got great speed. He's going to get loose. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's going to take off. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
The toss sweep to the right. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. How are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They're in makeable field goal range, but on 4th down with this deficit, they'll leave the offense on the field. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, deep down the right side. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. takes the handoff. It's McLaurin. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Right through the wicket. He just flat dropped it on the crosser, and it'll be 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Can they catch him? Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the ground with the back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Berry. Makes the catch. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give to the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Calls his own number. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Howard. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown Seminoles.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Fielded in the end zone. It's McLaurin. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Back to throw. It's Leon. Might be looking to run. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Trying play action. Rushes on him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out route. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The give to the back. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now they'll run it on the toss. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. He'll keep it himself. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. And if he... Pushes down hard inside to take the running back away. Right away, you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. Creates a little room. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And that's a really good job on 4th down, man. The running back knowing where he needed to get. But how about the defense? They sell out, bring all those bodies up. If you make one of those guys miss, a lot of time with all those guys near the line of scrimmage, it can lead to a big play. New set of downs for this offense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Go back to work on offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game. There he goes. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Holds and fires complete to the right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Leon. They're working that left side. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion and the shortest throw on the field for the...
Looking for a deep man. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Campbell. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Knowles. And the stomping has commenced.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Get another look at this Bulldog offense. Dropping back, it's Holstein. He's looking deep. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Looking for more room.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
And now this offense will take the field again. Got his man downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Leon. Working the middle, it's complete. Still on his feet at the 40. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. To the air on first down. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. Georgia going up tempo. They just keep firing. Caught over the middle. It's Hayes. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Timeout, Florida State.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal.
Dog, dog, dog. Trick 9.
Looks as if he's going to run it. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And they'll spread receivers all over the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Dogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Still down big here in the 3rd quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. That's one that's just inexcusable. Fair catch signal, you got to pull up. 15-yard penalty. Here's the give off the left side. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Let's go.
Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Zings it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. So 1st down will open up the final period.
42, Spider. Razor.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense not showing press coverage. Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Looking to throw, it's Leon. Catch in the middle, it's Hayes. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on first down from the 40. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Hayes. Turning it on! And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The Seminoles can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a man. It's Berry. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Takes it from the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, fourth and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. A low line drive and short kick. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
To the air, it's Leon. Buying some time. Gets rid of it. This one's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Well, hats off to this defense and their ability to shut this guy down. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football. That was only his second catch of the game. And we're essentially in a 2-minute situation. They have risen to the challenge. They knew coming in they were going to have to limit him, but I don't know if they even thought they'd be able to do this good of a job.
After that penalty, now they're set up inside the red zone on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think we saw that deep middle area vacated. He said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area, throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 15 over Fresno State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Howard. Got enough for the 1st down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he's coming out of the end zone. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Back to pass, it's Leon. Using the quick game.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Here comes the offense on first down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. With the catch, it's Hayes. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Georgia going up tempo.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Here comes the offense on second down.
29 Philly.
Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Bulldogs are rolling down the field. Gonna look downfield again. Buys a little time. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pulls it in, it's Wiley. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get third and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect third down and long execution by this defense.
Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point, but now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that...
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year...
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
I understand being aggressive. I get that. Play callers in today's era are aggressive as they've ever been. But at the same time, we got to understand, fourth quarter, I got the lead. I've already messed it up once. I might want to try to think about what this guy can really do well and think about maybe milking some of that clock.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Makes a connection. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Back to throw. It's Leon. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, no! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. And the returner will be dragged down. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David